Hi guys, that is a box of Hostess HoHos. And if you can't get them where you live, that's okay because Swiss rolls are the same thing. And that's what we're going to make today, a HoHo cake. And that's what it's supposed to look like when we're done. So sit back and let's get everything out and make it now. If we're going to need a cake, we need some cake mix. So we're not making this from scratch. That is a box of cake mix. And to make that, we need 3 eggs, some oil, that'll put it together. And for the icing in the middle, we need some icing sugar, whipped topping, some softened cream cheese, 1 pack, a stick of butter, and we're also going to need some chocolate icing for around the outside. Sounds pretty simple, and it is. Alright, let's make our cake. Now if you're making it from scratch, this could be a little more complicated. But this is pretty simple. You follow the directions on the box. 1 pack of cake mix. Just empty it out into a bowl. Make sure the bowl's big enough for everything you're going to be putting together. This one calls for 3 eggs, not the shells. 1/2 cup of oil. And 1 cup of water or milk. I just chose to use water. And we mix her up for 2 minutes. Till it's nice and smooth like that. And there's our cake. Let's put it aside, bring out our round pans. I've got 2 9-inch round pans. Grease them up. Now, my mom always taught me to throw a little bit of flour in there. I don't know if it makes any difference, to be quite honest. It probably does a little bit. I'm just spraying it up to begin with. And here goes our batter. We're going to make it as even as possible in both of the pans. And I think we've got it all, so now, there they are. We're going to put these in the oven, as per the box, about 28 minutes, they should be fine. And when they're done, we'll pull them out. Yeah, see they got a little puffy. We're going to check on them. I pulled out a toothpick. One looks just perfect. I'm sure the other was just as good. Absolutely. Let's set them aside, and they've got to cool down now. Good 3-4 hours at least, I would think. I waited till they were cool to start this. We're making our yummy middle frosting. So we need our softened cream cheese and our stick of butter. We're going to quickly kind of beat them together. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to do this again. Close enough. In goes our icing sugar. That's 3 cups of icing sugar. And of course it didn't want to come out of the measuring cup. Give it a pat. Out most of it comes and the rest ended up on the counter, which I got to clean up. So mix, 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 mix. We just want this mostly combined. In goes our whipped topping. That's 1 tub, 8 ounces of whipped topping. Mix that around. Now it's getting smooth and frothy. Get all that icing off our beaters. Kind of scrape the sides of the bowl. We'll put that aside. Bring out our cakes. See, they come out fairly clean. Well, I thought so. Helps that they're pretty new pans too. So we need a cake putter on her for these. They're nice and cool now. This is Abby's cake caddy to carry cakes around in. We get our bottom layer right on the bottom of this. Fits nice. And now before we do anything with the top, we got to take our whipped topping mixture and put it in the middle. Because that's what the HoHo cakes and the Swiss cakes have in the middle. So kind of mimicking that. Now there's lots here. I put a lot on it, probably more than I would want to. Look at all I got left. Alex is going to take that home with her and make another cake or something. Here's our top cake on top. We're just going to take a knife and kind of scrape out the stuff that's oozed out of the sides. Kind of not necessarily push it back in, but just make sure it's somewhat not sticking out. And now the fun part, which I always love, the chocolate icing. So I've got a tub of icing from the store. You can make your own if you want. This just makes it a lot easier if you're in a hurry or you just want to get it done quick or you're not very good at icing. Just spread it around like that until you get to the end. And when you're done, there you go. We just made ourselves a HoHo cake. And believe me, it was HoHo delicious. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.